Hello, CFI sweetheart. So it's another weekend, and oh my god, this weekend is the most amazing weekend of my entire life. I am not joking. This is exactly how I feel this weekend. Welcome to episode 20. Oh my god, I had to shout that, guys. I hope you're hearing that I'm shouting. I'm so proud of where we came with the podcast. From episode 1 up to 20, it's not a joke. It has been a lot of work organizing this, recording this, editing this. You know how the production can be, but because I'm so passionate about this, and then so it's kind of very enjoyable doing this, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying all the episodes. On episode 20 today, I'm recording in the woods. I'm with my girls today, Tracy, and one beautiful friend. She's going to introduce herself, and we will talk about our times in the nature, spending time out in nature when we have like an ample time, to just explore other new things and nature. And that's what we are going to discuss for this episode. Let's listen to this friend introducing herself.
Hi, I'm Deepali, and I'm from Mauritius. And I just moved to Ireland like a year ago, and now I'm working for as an ecologist in Ireland. Yeah.
Wow. I like being surrounded by people who are doing things like, ecology is also dealing with nature, yeah?
Exactly.
Absolutely, nature things. I think I heard about ecology when I was doing biology in O level. So how has it been for you to be in Ireland so far?
It has been great, but a great change in terms of the weather pattern. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, I really like the culture and also enjoying the independence as well. Ireland is super beautiful. I really like the landscape, the green, like in general, I really appreciate the landscape. Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of the independence, I like that word. Freedom, independence. Oh my god, those are my favorite two words. I feel like nowadays I'm becoming more independent, and I feel like I have the ultimate freedom for my life and myself. How has it been for you to be independent? What do you mean by that? Like, how independent are you right now?
I would say like just the fact of taking your own decision and just being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want. Also because in my culture it's quite different, like you have to ask permission to go out and everything. So here you're on your own, you have to take your own decision. You can go out whenever you want, you can go wherever you want. So that's what I would like say independent, but that's what I like.
Okay, I hope it goes well with you, girl. Because it can be very intense when you want to do everything by your own, and because you can't. So anyway, all the best with the independence. Anyway, so today we are in Galway, so we have been moving around in Banner Woods, and it has been very enjoyable. So this is not the first time for you to go out in the woods, yeah?
Yeah, so I really enjoy nature. So it was actually my dream to be a botanist, but it couldn't be realized. So I moved to marine science instead. But I have stayed grounded to like the woods, to nature, to the terrestrial nature. So whenever it's like my passion, whenever this is where I find peace, I would say. Like whenever I can, I just go in the woods for hiking. I did a lot of hiking in Mauritius, waterfalls, also like mountains. But so here I'm just trying to explore the Galway type of nature, which is amazingly beautiful.
Yeah, I think you've been enjoying a lot. It's true, because I've seen you even knowing the names of the trees, names of some of the plants. I'm like, I don't know any of this. So I've observed you, how you admire the trees that you recognize and stuff like that. I also have a bit of interest because of where I grew up. I grew up in the northern Tanzania, Kilimanjaro, and we were very close to the forest. And I think I was telling Tracy every now and then about the river Motrale, that I grew up in a river, so we were getting water from the river, and so it's so natural for me to be in nature like this, because I grew up in an environment like this. And here in Europe, I've managed to also explore some places. I think I hiked the Connemara Mountains here in Galway, but also when I traveled to Scotland, in the UK, I went to hike the Arthur City, and it was enjoyable, even though it was a little bit windy up there, but it was so enjoyable. So I can imagine how liking nature has been for you. So if I'm to ask, what are your bigger plans in terms of exploring nature in Europe and outside Europe as well?
For now, my plan is basically the Buran Park to start with Ireland. And then I would love to do the Dolomites. The Kilimanjaro is the top of my list, but that I'll need to save some money, so it will be for next year. But hopefully Dolomites. And then in terms of the United States, they have beautiful parks as well, so I would love to hike the Yellowstone as well, the Yellowstone Park. And you have the British Columbia, they have beautiful nature as well, so yeah, I would love that. Mexico, and also the Staircase to Heaven.
What?
The Staircase to Heaven.
I've never heard of that.
It's in Madeira.
Where is Madeira?
It's Madeira in Spain.
Spain.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I would love these. And also India. India is very underrated for its nature. So currently I'm living with an Indian family.
Okay.
So they are just telling me about the beautiful nature and landscape there. So this will be like for very late future, but yeah, it's on my list.
Girl, you have a lot of plans, so you can just plan to go to Mexico, Spain, the United States, the UK, India, and Africa too. You mentioned Mountain Kilimanjaro.
Yeah.
What a plan to have for a girl of your age and for a girl of your charisma. This is very interesting. That's why I now know why you say that you feel independent and you like to explore more. That's so encouraging, you know.
Thank you.
But okay, now let's talk about the Kilimanjaro. I come from Kilimanjaro. I was born there in that particular region. But do you realize that most people there have not even hiked the mountain, including myself? Because it doesn't take just a decision to hike a mountain. It just takes a lot of preparation. You need to have also money, because it's not free. Of course, there are some incentives for people who are born there. I mean, native Tanzanians. It's not like we're gonna pay a lot of money, so it's cheaper to hike the mountain than a tourist. But still, a few people go there. It takes passion also. There are people who have interest in those kind of things, have already hiked it. But I don't think I've had that interest or that curiosity to hike the mountain. I see it every morning when I wake up, so I think I was taking my time, but this time around I will have to do something about it. I think I'll have to also make a plan to hike the Mountain Kilimanjaro, just because I was born there. Yeah, and maybe we can plan this together. What do you think?
Exactly. I would say, like, when you stay in a country and you see that every day, it becomes so common for you, so you need to get out of somewhere else, and when you hear people talking about it, you actually realize what you're missing.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
Oh,
because
my God.
even when I tell people I come from Mauritius, they are like, you live in a paradise. I was like, no, it's just that I see that every day. I don't realize it.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the same for you. But yeah, we should definitely go hike like the Kilimanjaro, because yeah, it's on the top of my list, and it has always been a dream for me. And I love mountains. Yeah, and I surely do it, but I don't know when exactly. But with your help and your native, so I will definitely. I would love to go with you. Maybe next year.
Oh my God. Yeah, you are most welcome. In fact, I have my friend, his name is Mosha, actually. I'll send him the link to this podcast. He has a tourist company, so he has been connecting people from Europe to go and hike Mountain Kilimanjaro. He has been doing that for quite a while, so I think it'll be a good connection already. And I think it's very good and nice that I met you, so that you encourage me to pursue that dream too. And I I hope I won't die without hiking the Mountain Kilimanjaro. And when you mentioned that when you're from Mauritius and people think you are coming from heaven, I think the same applied to me. When I tell people I'm coming from Tanzania and they're like, what? Do you know Zanzibar? I say, yes, I know Zanzibar. Have you been there? I say, yes, I've been there. But the thing is, I've been in Zanzibar for work purposes. All the times that I've been in Zanzibar, of course I get time to explore a little bit, but I've been there for work purposes, so I don't get to enjoy it so much. But this time around, I think when I go back home, I need to, to just, take some time to go there, not for work now, to explore a little bit. I'm planning to do a skydive if that dream is gonna come true, and then I'll be so happy. Anyway, so Tracy, don't pretend as if you're not here. You are here. Where do you want to hike yourself in the future? You have always been escaping in this podcast. I will not let you do that.
You said you were going to give me a break today.
No, I'm not giving you a break. Say something. When are you gonna hike?
So I don't know. We were planning to go to the Buren soon, so we will eventually be planning that for the next weeks probably. And if everybody would be free, we would just go and have a lot of fun, just breathing the fresh air of the Buren and enjoying the salty Atlantic breeze.
Yeah. What do you mean breeze? Isn't going to be very windy because now it's getting very windy here and cold. I think we should just close the podcast and go home.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, so CFI sweetheart. So that is the end of our episode 20 today. I hope you are going to enjoy it as much as I did enjoying recording it with my two friends today. And see you on another episode next week. And please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and other platforms that you get our podcast. Bye bye. Ciao.